Hello and welcome. When you're managing diabetes, figuring out what's on your plate can sometimes feel like the biggest challenge of all. But what if it could be, well, simple? Today we're going to cut through all that confusion. We'll look at how to build a diabetes-friendly plate, focusing on all the delicious foods you can enjoy and, of course, the ones you need to watch out for.
It's the number one question, isn't it? The advice can be so overwhelming, especially when it comes to what you should avoid. It feels like there are just so many rules. But don't you worry. By the end of our chat today, you are going to have a crystal clear roadmap.
And that's what this is really all about. See, this isn't just about managing a number on a glucose meter. It's about empowerment. It's about making choices that help you feel energetic, vibrant, and totally in control of your own health. So let's start building that feeling, one plate at a time. Okay, first things first, let's start with the positive stuff. For a minute, just forget about what you can't have. Let's talk about all the delicious, healthy foods that get a big, fat green light. These are the foods you should be filling your plate with.
Just look at this list. It's fantastic. We're talking about vibrant vegetables like bindi, spinach, and bell peppers, hearty whole grains like brown rice or even jowar rotis, and brilliant lean proteins, everything from chicken and fish to our dals and rajma. You can add in whole fruits, some low-fat dahi, and good-for-you oils. And right there, you've got the foundation for a truly delicious and satisfying diet.
All right, now for the part that causes the most confusion. I like to call these the yellow light foods. Notice I didn't say red light or stop sign. These are foods you don't have to ban completely, but you do need to slow down, be a bit more mindful, and limit how often they show up on your plate. So it's really crucial to understand why we need to limit these foods. It's because they can directly impact your key health markers. Your blood sugar, of course, but also your blood pressure and your cholesterol. And keeping all three in check is absolutely key to preventing long-term complications from diabetes. First up, the most obvious one, added sugar. You know, those sugary cold drinks, the packaged fruit juices, even a very sweet lassi. They can send your blood sugar on a total roller coaster. And it's the same story with mitai, cakes, and biscuits. Here's a pro tip. If you're buying canned fruits, always check that they're packed in their own juice, not that thick, sugary syrup. But here's the really tricky part. Sugar is a master of disguise. It's not just in desserts. You have to become a bit of a food detective. It's hiding in your ketchup, in salad dressings, and even in many savory sauces and chutneys. These are those hidden sources that can really add up without you even realizing it.
Next up, let's talk about fats. Because not all fats are created equal. You want to limit saturated fats, the kind you find in fatty meats, butter, ghee, and even coconut oil. And you want to completely avoid trans fats, which are often lurking in fried foods like samosas and many baked goods. Instead, choose the healthy fats from things like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds.
And finally, let's talk salt. Here's a surprising truth for you. Most of the sodium we eat doesn't even come from our salt shaker. It comes from packaged and processed foods. Think about it. Instant noodles, packaged soups, pickles, and most restaurant takeaways. Always check the label for sodium. And if you use canned chana or rajma, just give them a good rinse under the tap to wash away a lot of that extra salt.
So how do you spot all these things? Well, you have a secret weapon at your disposal in every single grocery store, the nutrition facts label. Honestly, learning to read it quickly is one of the most powerful skills you can have.
You just have to keep it simple. When you grab a package, your eyes should just scan for these 4 things. For added sugars, saturated fat, and sodium, your goal is simple. Compare 2 products and pick the one with the lower number. And for trans fat, the goal is always 0. That's it. It's that simple.
Just a quick note on this. You'll see something on the label called % daily value. Just remember, that's based on a general 2,000 calorie a day diet. Your personal needs might be different, so it's always better to just focus on the actual numbers, the grams and milligrams, for a more accurate comparison.
And this one is so important. This is a common trap. You've got to pay close attention to the serving size listed right at the top of that label. The amount you actually eat, your portion, might be 2 or even 3 times that serving size. And if it is, you have to multiply all those other numbers by 2 or 3 as well.
Don't feel like carrying measuring cups around? No problem. You have a super handy guide right at the end of your arm. Your closed fist is about 1 cup, perfect for measuring out rice, dal, or sabzi.
The palm of your hand, without your fingers, is about 1 serving of protein like chicken or paneer. And the tip of your thumb, that's about a teaspoon, great for judging oil or ghee.
Okay, so we've covered the green lights, the yellow lights, and the tools you need to identify them. Now let's bring it all together into one simple visual guide that you can use for every single meal.
This, my friends, is the diabetes plate method, and it is beautifully simple. Just imagine your plate. Draw a line right down the middle. Now fill one entire half with all those non-starchy vegetables we talked about. Then divide the other half into 2 smaller quarters. 1 quarter is for your lean protein, and the final quarter is for your whole grains or starchy foods. It's a perfect balance every single time.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one simple question. You don't have to change everything all at once. Just think about your very next meal. What is one small, healthy swap you can make? Maybe it's just adding a small salad or swapping a fried snack for some roasted chana. You know, that one small change is the perfect place to start.